Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Pisces for March 2011. And this also applies if you have a Pisces ascendant. So, my Pisceans, happy birthday! I hope it's going to be a great year ahead for you. Well, the first thing you're going to notice is finally March the 12th, Uranus leaves your sign and goes into Aries for the next 8 years. So this, I would imagine, for many of you Pisceans, the last several years have been years of great upheaval, great changes, like being on a roller coaster. I'm not saying that things are going to settle down and be calm and secure now that Uranus moves into your second house and isn't in your sign anymore, but certainly it won't have this edge of feeling as though your tummy's being turned upside down a lot of the time and you're wondering what the hell is going to hit next. So we've got a lot going on this month in your 12th house and your first house of yourself because it's your birthday, and also in your finances and a little bit in your relationships. Certainly finances are going to take a big part of the show this month. Now, let's look at these first 3 weeks of the month because we've got a lot of planets in your first house. So this, Pisceans, is the month to do something nice for yourself. To do something physically nice for yourself, something that makes you feel good about yourself. It should be a time when you feel a boost to your self-confidence. Good time to communicate with people. Try to make sure you do any important communication before the 30th of the month, because on the 30th of the month until the 22nd of April, Mercury goes retrograde. So remember, during a Mercury retrograde, that's a good time when you can clear up clutter, sort your paperwork out, complete things, do research. And before that, make sure that you get any contracts signed, any important agreements, all those kinds of things. Try and repairs and back up your hard drive before it goes retrograde. And don't be too worried about Mercury retrograde because at least it's not your ruler. And it's more nuisance things that go wrong with short trips, with communications, all those types of things that go wrong that tend to happen during a Mercury retrograde. Now, we've got Venus coming into your sign on the 27th of March. So even though you've got the birthdays at the beginning of March or till the middle, to around the 20th of March, then we've got Venus going into your sign at the end of March. So it's going to be a month for really getting what you want. For really knowing what you want, Pisceans. You don't always know it. You skate around things a little bit. But once you know it, you really should be able to manifest it. Really rather easily. You're a good visualizer. You should be able to see it and it should be coming into you this month. Now, Mars is in your sign all month as well. So if ever there was a month, Pisces, for being assertive, for going for what you want, for not settling for less, this is the month to do it. And even if it means that you're unpopular by standing up for your rights or sticking up for something that's bothered you, that you know you need to communicate about, this is the month to do it. And really, it's important not to be wishy-washy about certain things. Certain things are important in your life, and you can't allow this Piscean energy to try to take you onto this higher plane where all these physical things don't matter. They still matter. And you have Saturn in your 8th house of money, joint finances, which is very, very physical. I have a client with these aspects as well, and she's had her partner lose his job. That can very often happen, is somebody else's income that you might have been relying on can go during this Saturn transit of this 8th house. It's there till October of 2012. Luckily, she'd prepared for it. She'd already started doing part-time work herself and she'd started a little business from home, so they weren't left feeling as though the carpet had been pulled from under them completely. But it's important during this transit, and especially as we've got so many powerful planets in your second house this month, and Uranus coming there, you expect your finances to be changeable, to be erratic. So if you're not able to find work, don't get too despondent. Be ready to look for temporary work, for different kind of work that maybe you've considered, and come up with some new ideas. On the 9th of March, Uranus is conjunct Mercury. Great time for new ideas, especially new ideas connected with making money. On the 15th of March, we've got Jupiter conjunct Mercury in your second house, which is a good time for thinking about your future goals financially. what it is you want to achieve for yourself in the financial area. So we are going to be seeing a lot of turbulence in this money area. The best thing you can do, Pisceans, is extend your skills. You've got so many abilities. So many of you are so creative. You're good with design, good with colour. You're good with all kinds of things that you may think, photography, whatever it is, can't bring you a good living. But you might be surprised. You might surprise yourself because you've got some aspects that show me this month some of the ideas that you come up with could be real money spinners. So really run with them and go with them more than you have done before, because it's time for you to take the power in your finances and not allow anybody else to run finances for you, and ideally for you not to depend on anybody else or rescue anybody else financially, for that matter. 13th of March, got Pluto square Mercury in your house of friendship with the Pluto. This could mean a very intense conversation with a friend. Very intense, deep and meaningful conversation coming up there. So there you have it, my dear Pisceans. It's a birthday month, so it's important to allow people to give to you for a change instead of you doing all the giving. Receive. Allow people to get that feeling that they've given to you and you're happy about it. As well, we've got Neptune conjunct Venus in your 12th house of the last week of the month. Somebody from the past could come back into your life. You could have a very powerful dream, or you could meet your dream partner. Make sure that you're not rushing into it too quickly and that you allow yourself the next few weeks to see if it's what you really want to get into. But you could certainly meet somebody who may become dependent on you. So be careful about that before you get involved. There's your month ahead, Pisces. I wish you a great birthday. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, I'm offering free charts on my website. If you enter in your date, time and place of birth, it will bring up your wheel with your ascendant, your moon, all the planets where they are, and a little mini description of where they are. And you might want to watch not only your sun sign each month, but your ascendant and maybe your moon, and see which resonates the most. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.